Kometz Aleph, Parshas Mishpatim. We all know trauma could be big ticket items like a car accident, major event in life, and that impacts our brain and how it processes things. It impacts our nervous system and how we process things. There are also smaller types of traumas that can impact us and have a tremendous effect on us. One of these things are called triangulation. And in this parsha, we're going to discuss how does triangulation look like? What does it do? So we have a pusik in the Torah, this parsha, that says Ziveach lelohim yacharam, which loosely translates to whoever sacrifices or makes a sacrifice to avodah zarah will be gone. Will be, I don't know exactly, but not a good thing, right? Rashi asks a question: Why does the Torah have to say it over here? We already learned that whoever does idolatry, sacrifices for idolatry, should be killed. So why does it say here the same thing again? And also from the word yacharam is a plural. It means it's plural, so multiple people, even the ones that are helping out and not doing it directly, also those who do it indirectly. And it says the whole posuk is Aveiach lalakim yacharam bilti lashem lavadai. So I want to know, what's the bilti lashem lavadai? I mean, we could say only for Hashem could we do a sacrifice, but it doesn't. It doesn't really have a flow in the pasuk. Another question is the follow-up. The next three psukim are ger loisoina. We're not allowed to hurt a ger. Gal almona v'yosoim, a widow, and a child that lost its parents, we're not allowed to hurt. Im anai ta'anai, and if we're gonna hurt them, okay. So first we're gonna discuss a little bit of what triangulation is. Bilti lashem lavade. What's bilti lashem lavade? Many times people hurt us and they do it in the name, I'm making air quotes, in the name of Hashem. They do it for the sake of a holier purpose. So what that means is they bring in a third party into this relationship. So there's me and you, and now in order for me to win this argument, I'm gonna now convince you that you're wrong by bringing in a third person. It could be Hashem, it could be Torah, it could be religion, it could be another person, it could be your ex, it could be a sister, it could be everybody. Sometimes they say everyone. I spoke to many people and they all agree. Or there is a term society. Society doesn't make mistakes. Society said all these things are triangulation. We bring in other parties, so now you have to negotiate in your brain with the entire society. You don't even know who they are, but now you're meant to think, or Hashem, right? You have to now take this into account for this argument. So, I'm not here to say that we don't have to serve Hashem, obviously. But sometimes people hurt us in the name of Hashem. They're here to hurt us, they want to hurt us, but they use Hashem as the stick. Now, we look into the Pusik and it says, if they're going to inflict pain onto us, Hashem says, if they're going to come crying, they afflict pain, because they tell you, had you davened to Hashem, Hashem says, I'm going to listen to their pain. Even if they didn't daven, even if they didn't do it properly, I'm still going to listen to them. Again, if you're going to inflict pain on them, saying, had you daven to Hashem, Hashem says, I'm going to listen to their pain. Hashem is there listening to the ones that are being pained by this minute abuse. So it's little abuses. You can't say one such thing affected someone's brain, but if it happens over a long period of time, again and again, this has a tremendous effect on a person, on how they perceive themselves. Every time they walk into a room, they have to now take accountability for everybody, whatever everyone else is going to think. What does Hashem want from me in this situation? We all have these voices in our head, and now we have to learn the word. It's called triangulation. We have been triangulated against Hashem or against us, using Hashem. So the Pusik says, Hashem says terrible things that's going to happen to people that use triangulation, the people that inflict pain on widows and gerim and all the downtrodden. So what we have to take out of this week's Parsha is that trauma doesn't only happen in big ticket items. It could happen in small little things. Traumas have names. Triangulation is only one of many, many names that we could learn to name. And we're not here to blame anyone. We're just here to understand what we are feeling and to grow from it, to understand it, to be able to put our finger on it and say, oh, that's what it is. Why? Very important. Because once you know what abuse is, you cannot be abused again. The only way a person could be abused is if they don't know what abuse looks like. And now you know what triangulation is. You cannot be triangulated anymore. Have a wonderful Shabbos.